until it loses its like store germs or its like distributor germs. Like
24 hours.
They don't just die though, do they?
Because they do.
I cuddled that Squishmallow the second I bought it. And I was like, oh my God, so many nasty ass hands have probably been on this. But
that's why you get the ones in the back.
Yeah. But does that really matter? It's still in a warehouse. It's still being touched by it. All these people.
Didn't we talk about this in another episode? We did. About the
I don't quote me on this, but I feel like, bacteria dies within a certain amount of time. But I was thinking about this the other day when I was like touching all of like the lemons at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'd actually had that, or like the tomatoes or something. And I'm the type of person that like, in terms of like trying to do my part environmentally, I don't use like plastic bags or anything. So I literally just like take my tomatoes and put them in the cart. And then I just put, I just wear, and then I end up washing them. And that's just food. But I've definitely been judged by people on that. Like, I don't want to like take a plastic bag to put 2 tomatoes in.
I don't do that either. I just put like my shit on the belt. And I'm like, what's on this conveyor belt that like, it isn't going to be okay in my body? Like, I'd like to see you try it.
But you know what?
What's the difference with a fucking stuffed animal?
No, I'm just wondering because like, there might not, it's not only like bacteria and stuff. It's like, other people's dead skin and stuff. Like, are you guys comfortable with like just cuddling something or wearing something right out of the store?
Yes, right out of the fucking thrift store, bitch.
I know
something that somebody died in and I'll wear it without washing it.
I don't think that they like some thrift stores wash stuff, but some of them don't. And it's just like
they do.
I just get so excited about it and I just don't wash it and I just wear it immediately after it being
I got this.
I don't know.
From the thrift store the other day and it still has that like iffy musty odor, and I did wash it and my perfume is drenched, but I'm like, this still isn't me. But in a couple weeks I'll wash it once or twice, I'll wear it enough, and then it'll be mine, it'll have my scent. But like, does that apply to stuffed animals as well? Like, should I just wash and tumble and wait for these stuffed animals to have my dead skin instead of a random dead skin?
So here's the thing,
and germs and bacteria.
I think in order to have somebody's dead skin on a product, they need to be holding it for like more than a minute at least. And it's not like people are shedding constantly. Like, it's not like it's puffing out of your face and like, people are wearing clothes. Dead skin happens because you scratch yourself and it just like dust flies around, or you scratch your head and it's dandruff, or you scratch your arm, your legs, whatever, in bed. Like, that's where dead skin comes from. That's where dust comes from. But in a store, it's not like people are like fucking scratching their arm over top of the fucking produce counter. It's not like that.
I think you should just do whatever feels comfortable, but for me, I don't know, I guess I just don't care enough.
Me neither.
Like, maybe I should care more, but I think that ignorance is bliss, where I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be fine.
I got a pack of curtains from IKEA. Did I wash them before I hung them up?
That's different than used things that have been, I don't know, like Value Village clothes or things that are, your curtains came in a fucking package.
Yes, it's definitely different from used things, but what you're saying is something about your Squishmallows.
Well, like I'll wait a couple weeks to like rub it on my face, and like in my head, I'm like, why am I doing that? Maybe these things will die off.
I'm pretty sure I saw you rub your new Squishmallows on your face as soon as I walked through the door. You're like, look what I got.
Is that how a 25-year-old shows off their stuffed animals?
She does.
Wait, I have a question. Whose guitar is in the background?
Oh, that's my girlfriend. She's very talented.
She plays music?
Yeah.
Does she play guitar?
Sarah, come on in.
She literally was like,
what?
She was like, so asleep. Yeah, she
that's nice. What kind is it? Do you know?
Acoustic.
She's like capable.
Duh. Phoenix, look at the case.
It looks like an acoustic.
No, I don't know anything.
I thought that it would be yours, and I was gonna.
Oh, literally, fuck no.
I don't think Casey's ever even tried to play an instrument in her life.
I can play Smoke on the Water with the best of them.
Bow, 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 bow.
Don't ask me to play anything else. I won't. I can't. I will not.
You can.
You
can.
I get goosebumps and I don't know where to look when my girlfriend plays a guitar for me or in front of me.
in her eyes. Just look in her eyes.
Oh.
You get goosebumps, like in a nice way. Like it's nice.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah. Some of the first memories I have of beginning to court Justin is when he like played me some of his songs that he had written, and it's just interesting because I had not really ever previously been with like a songwriter, and I was like, wow. And like I'm a songwriter myself, but like the feeling of like being like wooed by I understand that feeling.
She's like,
still
what
to
kind of
this
song
day
do you want me to learn? And I'm like, I don't know. Check
You
my
know,
Apple Music.
Wonderwall.
Oh my god.
I'm like, check my
You're
Apple
like,
Music.
John Mayer, why Georgia, please?
She'll play literally whatever. She'll like, our favorite band right now is Wild Rivers from Toronto, and she learn all these songs.
I used
like,
to
this one's too complicated.
I used to work with them for a hot minute. I was
Really?
before the pandemic, they were signed to this booking agency management company that I was working with, and I actually never got to meet them, but we were in the middle of planning this super cool album release party at this like loft bar in Toronto. And then the pandemic hit and then it couldn't happen. But
Of course.
Damn.
That's another
They're
one.
really
It's like
good.
good for any mood. It will be fitting in a rainy day or on a sunny day or on a long drive or a short drive, or just if you're at home cleaning. They're like one of the best bands, I think. And it's so dope that they're local and like from our hood, you know?
Yeah.
I hope that my songs are good for any occasion. I have a feeling that they might not be.
I
you can probably
listen
find
to
one
when I'm like making coffee. We use a fucking percolator, which takes 12 years in the morning. It's a long process, and if it's like rainy or if I'm not in a rush, I do listen to you and Justin's music, and it's just like chill, and I don't feel like there's urgency in the world, and that is like what I mentally I need that a lot.
That's nice.
Yeah, like a slow, nice, like I'm gonna clean my house, little bit of this, little bit of that,
or just like I'm going on a walk with no destination and don't rush me, bitch, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, I hope that out of all the TED songs off the album, at least there's one for every occasion.
I'm sure there is, and for most people, we all have like these crazy experiences or mediocre experiences, and I'm sure at least one person and one song will find each other, and make sense.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
We're really excited. It's July 9th, yeah?
Yes.
In a couple
Friday,
days
July
after this.
Gold comes out.
Yeah. Do you want to actually like give yourself the opportunity to plug all your stuff and where we can all find you?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you so much. My website is phoenixlazare.com, PhoenixLazare, just to spell it out because I got a weird name. You can probably find everything there, but the album will be out on all streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, and I've got a bunch of videos up on YouTube if you want to check them out there. And I'm also going to be selling CDs and some merch on my website. I don't know if anyone still has a compact disc player or has a collection that they want to add to, but and I'll sign the CDs if anyone wants them. And yeah, it's just going to be out everywhere. There's 3 songs by the time that this podcast comes out that are already out there if you want to check those out before the album. But yeah, you can find it anywhere just by searching my name, really.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you for that. Thank you for joining us.
You for that.
With that little bit of a plug outro from you, Phoenix, we want to express our favorite song on this podcast. Well, express is I think the wrong word for that, but we want to give our audience a listen to your oh my god,
a little
we
taste.
Want to give our audience
we just want to share a little taste of our favorite song with the listening audience of the You Can Sip With This podcast, and here it is, Rubber Band by Phöenix Lazare.
Rubber Band, everybody, by Phöenix Lazare.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Thank you for joining us.
Adrenaline arrives like a tidal wave. Pacing, waiting, don't know how you're making me abandon every ounce of dignity. If I'd listened to the rhythm in my chest, in my pulse, maybe then I wouldn't have regret. If every scar and bruise you left became a work of art, maybe then I wouldn't be so stiff. Looking back, I should have acted on my suspicions. You had bad intentions from the start. Looking back, I was elastic. You were bending my heart like a rubber band. Cold sheets, no sleep, gone before the morning. Another shot of whiskey for the road. Doorknob unlocked. Too much of this fake love, but not enough to keep me feeling whole. If I'd listened to the rhythm in my soul, in my veins, maybe then I would have rearranged. If every scar and bruise you left took away the blame, maybe then I wouldn't feel ashamed. Looking back, I should have acted on my suspicions. You had bad intentions from the start. Looking back, I was elastic. You were bending my heart like a rubber band. You were bending my heart like a rubber band.
Hey, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed that episode. You can find us on all the podcast platforms. Simply search Casey and Maria or You Can't Sip With Us podcast. New episodes come out every Wednesday.
And want to keep up with us behind the scenes? Well then, you can find us on Instagram at You Can't Sip With Us Podcast or on TikTok at KSNMar. That's KSANDMAR. See you next week!